What if the most important trial in history was not decided by truth, but by pressure? What if justice stood in the room and still lost? And what if the one being judged was actually the only innocent person there? Jesus is brought before Pilate, a Roman governor trained to handle criminals, rebels, and political threats. But something feels different this time. There is no evidence of violence, no uprising, no clear crime. Only accusations shouted by religious leaders who are desperate to force a decision. Pilate looks at Jesus and sees silence. Not fear, not panic, not defense, just silence. And that silence begins to disturb him more than the accusations themselves. "Are you the king of the Jews?" Pilate asks. Jesus answers calmly, no aggression, no attempt to escape the moment, just truth spoken without pressure. Pilate realizes something dangerous is happening. Not politically dangerous, but morally dangerous, because he cannot find a reason to condemn him. So he tries something else. He sends Jesus to Herod. Herod, a ruler who has only heard stories about Jesus, suddenly gets the opportunity he has wanted. Not truth, but entertainment. He asks questions, he demands signs, he expects something dramatic. But Jesus says nothing, and silence falls again. This time, silence is not tension, it is refusal. Because not every question deserves an answer when the heart behind it is not seeking truth. Herod becomes frustrated. His curiosity turns into mockery. Jesus is dressed in a robe and ridiculed like a performance. Then he is sent back to Pilate. Two rulers, two chances for justice. Both fail in different ways. Pilate feels pressure rising. The crowd is growing louder. The leaders are pushing harder. Politics is tightening around him. And then comes the moment that changes everything. The crowd chooses Barabbas, a known criminal, over Jesus, not because of truth, but because of influence. Pressure wins, fear wins, noise wins, and silence is handed over to be punished. What looks like justice is actually collapse. What looks like a verdict is actually surrender to pressure. And what looks like defeat is something far deeper unfolding. Because in this moment, silence is not weakness, it is purpose. If this story makes you question what real justice looks like, follow the channel, like this video, and share it with someone who needs to see it. And don't miss the full video on Holy Path Insights to see the complete story behind Jesus before Pilate and Herod in Luke 23:1-25.